Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm so grateful. In today's video, I wanted to discuss about a meditation technique, a meditation process that I follow personally that can help you if you're having feelings and emotions around being left or abandoned in a relationship, or even if you are not in a relationship but in general in your life. This can also be related to friends or family. You have this dominant feeling within you where you just know that someone who enters your life does not stay for a long time. They'll come, you'll have a good time, and then they leave or they'll go far away, and you're going to lose touch with them. And you feel this is a pattern in your life, you feel you're always left, you're always abandoned, and you have a lot of fears around that, and those fears keep coming up whenever you meet a new person, you make a new friend, and you just realize that everything is going so well, but you know they're going to leave because no one stays for a really long time in my life. I don't have permanent people around me. So this practice might help you as well, and I really wanted to share it because this is something that has helped me a lot in my life. This is something I practice every day for about an hour. Every day during the meditation session, I have some personal affirmations and personal inner dialogue I have with myself. And it's something that has dissolved those fears around being left and abandoned to a large extent. So we are going to discuss this in relation to a specific person. So why do you feel left and abandoned, or why do you have fears around being not chosen? This could be because of some past experiences you've had. I wouldn't straight away go to the childhood part. Usually people say whatever takes place during your childhood leaves a scar on you, and that is something that turns into a lot of fears when you grow up, and that is completely true. But even the experiences that we have as adults can leave those scars on us and can actually ruin a lot of good relationships and a lot of good experiences for us as and when we grow older and we move towards our 30s or 40s. So, any kind of experiences that you have had around being left and abandoned more than once, usually when it happens once, it might or it might not really become a dominant belief that I would be left again. But if it repeats itself, if it has happened for the second time, and if it has happened for the third time, it really, really just makes that belief really solid within you that, you know, people always leave, people always abandon me, I never get that complete commitment, I never get that complete relationship, I'm never able to get out of a talking phase, or I'm able to manifest a commitment really well, really easily. But once I manifest that commitment, everything falls apart and I'm left and abandoned. So this could be because of your past experiences. This could be because of something that happened in your childhood. This could be because you've experienced your caregivers leaving you, your friends leaving you, people moving away, moving cities, moving countries. So even other people leaving can bring in that fear for you in your relationship. So here I want to bring in the topic of inner child a bit. And I know this is not a topic that everyone resonates with, but there are a lot of people that really, really resonate with it. And I'll let you know my perspective of what inner child means when I use this specific concept or this term. And it might not resonate with everyone. Everyone might have their own perspective, and it does not stop it from working. But for me, I believe that you're always going to have that inner child within you. That does not mean that you have had a wounded childhood or any kind of bad experiences, negative experiences when you were really small. As I mentioned, the experiences you have when you grow up as an adult also do affect your lifestyle a lot. Your behaviors, your beliefs change throughout your life. But definitely, because when we are small, when we are children, we don't really have that kind of rational knowledge to understand things, or to view things from a different lens or a different perspective. Our perspective is very limited as a child. We end up carrying those wounds inside us into our adulthood. and they do play themselves out in the physical reality. So both experiences, whether it's your adulthood or your childhood, do matter a lot. Your negative experiences, the kind of beliefs you had because of that, do matter a lot. And you just need to become disciplined enough to work on those beliefs and decide for yourself that this is not how I want my reality to show up anymore, and I'm going to take my control back because I'm the god of my own reality, and I'm going to work around those kind of beliefs that dissolve those experiences for me, that dissolve those negative patterns for me, and I have a favorable outcome. I have a desirable reality that I can enjoy and experience and create new memories instead of being stuck in the past or instead of just being anxious about the future. So, what you can do to work around your fears of being left or abandoned is you can either do short sessions during the day, or if you're someone who loves doing meditation, you can do it as a proper meditation session where you're sitting down and doing that focus work for half an hour, 1 hour, or during the day. If you wish to do shorter meditations for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, just sitting with yourself anywhere and keeping your hand on your heart or keeping your hand on your arm, that kind of gives you that consoling feeling to yourself. And do this for like 10 minutes. Say affirmations within you that are going to dissolve those fears around being left and abandoned. So, before I share that practice and what kind of affirmations you can use during the meditation process, I also want to talk about recognizing these fears coming up. It's very important that when these fears start to come up, you recognize them so you can work on them. Not recognize them, pushing them away, distracting yourself from them, and trying not to acknowledge them, even though it's happening within you. Not acknowledging something and it not having any effect on you is something that works. But just being delusional and not acknowledging and pushing it away when you know your whole body knows it's causing stress inside you is something you need to work on. And your body will always tell you when any kind of fear or doubt is coming up. Your body is your best indication. So that's why connecting to your inner world for manifestation and to have good life experiences, it's always important to be in tune with yourself, to be in tune with your body, because your body is always going to tell you when you're not feeling well, when you're having anxiety, when you're feeling sick. Your body always will give you that indication. So, what happens when, with a specific person, your fears around being left or abandoned are coming up or are just trying to show up in your physical body, in your physical reality? It's easy to recognize. You'll have a different kind of body language. There would be more um, swift movements in your body. You will feel anxiety. There might not even be any situations taking place outside for that anxiety to come up, but it's just those kind of imaginal scenarios that are playing in your mind, whether it's knowingly or unknowingly, that is causing that anxiety. You will be moving around faster. There would be swift movements of fear in your body, a lot of changes physically. You will be stressed throughout the day. You would look for more distractions in the form of social media or any other kind of videos. And you will always want this kind of passive entertainment going on in the background so you don't have to sit with yourself or your thoughts. So your body is going to let you know that it's not feeling good, it's having those fears again. And you will really recognize that feeling because if you've had those fears before, if it's a repeating pattern, it will be very easy for you to figure out when you're having those fears again. And don't let it scare you. Whenever those fears come up, you might get scared right away because all those experiences will come rushing in of people that left and you had to deal with that loneliness or that feeling of abandonment, and you built yourself up with so much effort and work, and now I don't want this to be happening again. I cannot have this happening again. So don't let it take you in that spiraling mode. Usually this is how the flow of events is. Once you get into that spiraling mode, things are going to go downhill. So those are the moments where you can start this practice of sitting here with yourself and doing short meditations and consoling that inner child within you and making sure that you show up for yourself. You're the only one that has to show up for yourself. If you show up for yourself and you know that you are cared for, you're loved, you're whole within you, you're always safe, you're always stable, these are going to be your foundational steps of building beliefs that people around you never leave you. You always have your loved ones around you. You always have your favorite people around you. People do not leave you, whether it's friends, family, relationships, or any specific person. So now coming to the practice of how you can dissolve these kind of fears and abandonment issues. These might be at different levels for different people. For some people, it might be at a very uh, beginning level, which would be easier for you to dissolve. For people who have had this experience for months and years throughout their adult life or childhood life, it's not that you cannot dissolve it, but definitely you will have to put in a little more conscious effort into doing that practice as much as you need, as long as it feels good, to ensure that it dissolves away really, really fast. So how you can do this practice is, as I mentioned, if you are someone who does meditation, you can incorporate it in that routine. Or if during the day you are having any kind of anxiety attacks or panic attacks, or you feel those fears and doubts creeping into your body, do short form meditations for like 5-10 minutes to calm yourself down during that situation. So you can sit yourself down and you can have a few affirmations around talking to yourself, soothing yourself, calming yourself down, and knowing that you are always going to show up for yourself. I'm always going to show up for myself. I'm always going to be there for myself. I'm always going to be safe. No matter what happens outside, I'm always safe. I'm always around my loved ones. I'm always cared for. I'm always complete and whole within myself. I'm always stable. I know how to emotionally regulate myself. I know how to stabilize my state of being. I know how to stabilize my mental and emotional and physical well-being. I know I'm deserving. I know I'm worthy. I know all these amazing traits I have. I know all these amazing things I bring to the table. I always care for my loved ones. I'm always generous. I love them. And they love me back equally. Feel this love within yourself. Consciously smile when you're doing this meditation. Feel that love and care. Feel that you're worthy of that love and care. You're a nice person. Count all the good traits you know about yourself. Indulge in those. Make them dominant. And know that because you're so good as a person, that's how your reality is going to show up. Your loved ones are always going to be around you, spoiling you. Your specific person is always going to stay with you. No one is leaving you. No one is abandoning you. Everyone is right here with me. I'm safe right now. I'm safe in the surrounding I am right now. I'm stable. And if ever that fear of abandonment comes up, I know how to deal with it. That is not something I'm going to identify with anymore. I'm not the person who's left. I'm not the person who's abandoned. I'm the person people love being around and people stay and commit to. I know I'm an amazing person and I deserve all good things and people in my life. I'm beautiful inside out. I'm loyal, I'm committed, I'm generous with my love and care. And that's what I'm going to receive back. So, With this kind of practice, there are going to be a few benefits you will start seeing. One is you're working on your self concept, which is a major contribution in your manifestation journey. You are working on your self concept, you're having that inner knowing, you're creating those beliefs that you're worthy and deserving of people staying in your life, people committing to you, people never leaving your life. People love being around you. They are generous, loving, and caring towards you, and you are the same with them. So, you're going to improve your self concept around relationships, around love, about yourself. You're covering a lot of things in that. If you know you're loving, generous, and caring, and you decide that this is how my reality is going to show up for me, you take that control back because you're the god of your own reality. Your specific person is going to start showing up that way. Or if you're trying to manifest a new person, that new person you meet will be that way, who is also loving, who's also caring, who's also generous. And everyone else in your reality, whether it's your relationships, your family members, or your friends, are going to start showing up that way. You're going to completely dissolve the fear of being left and abandoned with this practice. Get deep into this practice, soothe yourself, work on your self concept. Know that no matter what happens outside, I'm going to show up for myself because I'm that person who has to spend the most time with me in this lifetime, and I am always going to show up for myself. And when you start showing up for yourself, other people will start showing up for you. This is how manifestation takes place. This is how inner healing, inner work takes place. You take responsibility of your healing. You take the accountability of whatever is taking place outside. You take back your control from 3D. You come to the realization of you being the god of your own reality. And you work on those things, and everything around you starts showing up that way. So just test out this practice and be patient with it, because when it comes to healing your wounds and past experiences that have really disturbed you, you need to be patient in your journey. You need to be really kind and compassionate with yourself. So don't be unkind to yourself. Don't be rude to yourself. Don't try to rush your journey of trying to dissolve these kind of fears and patterns. Be really patient, kind to yourself, the same way you would be with a loved one. It's so easy for us to show love to others, to a specific person, be kind and compassionate to them, and give all our energy, time, and everything selflessly to them. But we do not do that for ourselves. If someone else in your life right now was going through that, someone you really loved, you would be completely patient, kind, and compassionate with them. Just turn that around and give it to yourself. Try practicing this every day, 10 minutes in the morning, in the evening. You can start your day with this, or you can do it during a detailed meditation session if that's something you like doing. And do it as long as you like it. There's no timeline. If you like doing it for an hour, do it for an hour. You can do it for more. And during the day, if you're seeing that panic come up in your body language, just sit for 5 minutes, take a break from everything that is happening, and do that. And you'll see how this instantly calms you down, how talking to yourself and soothing that inner child instantly calms you down. Because that's all you need. That's all that person inside you who's wounded, who has negative experiences needs. It just needs that reassurance that yes, everything is fine and everything is in my control and nothing unfavorable is going to happen to me. So this is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I really hope this practice helps you and you try it out and you feel good about it. If you have any kind of questions around manifestation, third party, specific person, or any other area of your life, you can drop them in the comment section below. I have a lot more content available on my channel that you're free to browse. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more engagement before you leave the channel.